Disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. I'm purely trying to make the most informative content possible, and I am not encouraging any dangerous activity with this video. No minors are participating in this video or engaging in any dangerous activity. As you probably know, I'm sponsored by the Balisong company, Nabalis. Nabalis? Nabalis? We're going with Nabalis. They sponsored me due to my minor influence as a small Balisong creator, and I am and forever will be grateful. Being sponsored by a company that I've bought from for over a year was a dream come true, especially since they were my first, hopefully of many, sponsorship. Throughout this sponsorship, I've received several products from them, including a wing, Teflon Volt, and the cheese. That's right, the Nabalis cheese is a tasty new entry into the world of budget Balisongs. This world, of course, being dominated by Nabalis themselves, but dabbled in by others such as LDY and Thomas Balisong. Oh! Just because the cheese is in this group of grocery outlet Balisongs does not mean it's bad, but does that mean it's good? All of this will be revealed by the end of this epic video, right? Right? Before we start, however, I was sent this beautiful piece of cheesy goodness for free, but all opinions are my own. I also wanted to thank all of you for getting me fully monetized on YouTube and making me so dang close to 5,000 subscribers. It means a lot, and if you want to join this awesome community, go ahead and subscribe and maybe even drop a like on this video so it reaches more peeps. You can roll the B-roll now. Dang it, I just said roll twice. Starting off with specs, the Nabalis cheese is a $75 channel construction trainer. It has a 420 stainless steel blade, 6061 aluminum handles, and a T10 bushing washer pivot system. It's also coated in Teflon. More on that later. It has a standard 10-inch open length, 5.5-inch closed length, with a 5-inch blade and 1/2-inch thick handles, roughly. Here are the exact specs according to the Nabalis website that is conveniently in my description. Enough with the specs, let's talk about unboxing. For the first drop or two of the cheese, buyers got the standard Create with Nabalis box with that cool little pull tab that changes the window. See? Oh! Mine broke. Ah! Now Nabalis is finally straying away from this outdated packaging and has made this silver box and pouch for all their sub $100 options. Everything from the canyon to the cheese should come to you in this new packaging as of the release of this video. Unless you order through Amazon, as they may have excess stock of the old boxes. One reason why you should use my link to the actual Nabalis website. Inside of this gleaming packaging comes several signature staples of a Nabalis unboxing experience. And it was at this point, about 4 hours into the filming and editing process, that my sleep-deprived, jet-lagged mind accidentally deleted 12 seconds of crucial footage that made the following portion of this video not make much sense. So, what I was about to say is, the Nabalis cheese comes with loads of spare hardware. In my opinion, a complete spare set of hardware is a great thing that a lot more companies should be doing, as it almost always comes in handy whether you need a fresh tune or just a new set of washers. You will also get the robust Nabalis T10 bit/pivot needle that I personally live by, and of course, the Balisong itself. For an additional $5, you can even get this block of cheese that acts as a stand. This is honestly a phenomenal unboxing experience. Although this unboxing is standard for Nabalis, it is far superior to many other large-scale Balisong companies. When it comes to the appearance of the cheese, this is one of its quirky little qualities. Why? Well, it looks like cheese. Cheese. Why does it look like cheese? This is one of my many unanswered questions of life, such as where did my dad go, and why are cats the way they are? The cheesiness in the design is meant to ward off knife-hating Karens by identifying as public-friendly. And I can confirm it does this excellently. I was in California recently and people kept asking me if it was a knife, to which I would always reply, no, it is a cheese. This seemed to work out pretty well and no further interrogation occurred. So does the cheese pass the public-friendly test to the extent of a squiddy owl? Absolutely. I thoroughly enjoy the design behind this knife, and I think a Balisong made to look like cheese is an awesome idea. I personally want more weird designs like this from even more companies. Real quick, comment down below what kind of cheese you think the cheese is. Definitely not American because you know where it's made. Hold it right there. Cue shameless plug for myself. As you may be aware of, I have an affiliate link with Nabalis, and if you ever want to pick anything up from them, make sure to use the link in the description of this video, of my channel, of my Instagram, and everywhere else I am located. It is currently the best and only way to support me. I made about $100 last time I sent y'all in that direction, so let's do it again. All of the money I earn goes directly into my living fund, allowing me to purchase Slim Jims and the occasional luxury item of a McChicken. It really fills my belly when you use my code. If you want to solve world hunger one tum-tum at a time, this is the way. Disclaimer, all money earned does not go towards Slim Jims or the luxury item of McChicken, but instead goes towards multiple Balisongs so that I can feed my addiction. The build quality of the cheese is pretty amazing for the low price. All of the milling is very precise, and I personally haven't seen any issues on my unit or anyone else's units for that matter. The tolerances are very tight, as Nabalis has dialed in their micro machining to the extent of most other Balisong companies. And tight tolerances mean good sound, right? Yeah. That sounds pretty darn good for $75. The tuning of the cheese is done to a crazy extent for such a large company, and I'm loving the care Nabalis is putting into their tolerances. Before we get down to the most important stuff, such as flipping, let me talk about what Teflon actually is. Teflon is a material commonly used in non-stick pans and cookware. Teflon is a slightly controversial material when it comes to cooking, as some say it can cause cancer, or even worse, reproductive harm. However, when it comes to flipping, as long as nobody is legitimately eating the cheese, none of these should be issues we need to worry about. If this material is normally used in non-stick pans, how is it being applied as a grip element? Now that, I don't quite understand whatsoever. All I know is that it worked wonders on the bolt and did pretty darn good on the cheese as well. The grip is very much there, and the Teflon coating is implemented very effectively. Now, you know what time it is. I would say the cheese flips good, but it could be cheddar. Don't worry, that's the only cheese joke my manager would allow. Cheese has a slight handle bias like most Balis, and when it comes to flipping, I definitely felt it. It rollovers and chaplains extremely well, but I would be a lot happier if it had just a little more tip weight. The lightweight of the cheese makes it a joy to flip even nonchalantly, but it also means my flips will be faster and easier. It does every trick that I can do with very little effort and doesn't particularly struggle with any one trick that I have noticed. The flipping aspect is superb for the price. It ain't getting fatter than that. Although the cheese is a bit thick, it still maneuvers through my fingers in ways that any thinner Balisong would. I very much enjoy how the cheese flips, and I think you will too. Although it may sound like the cheese is perfect, it is not. One big con I have with the cheese is the balance. Although I said the slight handle bias was fine, it's a little bit too fine. Yet it feels as though it's the exact same as every other Balisong releasing these days, and it's just getting a little bit boring. So if you are looking for an extremely unique flipping experience, you probably won't find it here. However, what you will find is a great flipping, run-of-the-mill, price-effective Balisong with a comical design and features far ahead of their time. Nabalis is continuing to innovate in the world of Balisongs, and I am here to see it. All in all, I think the cheese is a great competitive budget option from Nabalis. It even keeps up with the Orion trainer and other Nabalis products much better than you think. If they hadn't sent me one of these for free, I probably would have bought it because it's such a good bang for your buck. Nabalis has done it once again, and if you want to see other ways they've done it once again, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss future Nabalis reviews. Please leave any feedback to this video style in the comments below, and I will try my best to apply it for my next video.